Hello and welcome to FUtube, the segment where the consumer is always righteous. First up, it's Ingrid, who had an issue with Virgin Australia. Ingrid prefers to remain anonymous, so she'll be played by this talking neck pillow.
I booked a return flight with Virgin Domestic, but then I needed to change the date of the second flight.
Ingrid saw online that for changes to saver flights, Virgin charges
$80 plus the price difference of the new ticket. Luckily for the date I wanted, the return flight was the same price.
Being a conscientious neck pillow, she even confirmed this with Virgin on the phone.
Yes, there's no additional charge because the new fare is the same. So
Ingrid's a smart neck pillow too, because she didn't change her booking on the phone, which avoided Virgin's $35 guest contact centre fee for talking to a human being. Or a sock.
But when I used the Virgin website to make the change, I was charged more than $80 because as well as changing the date of my return flight, the website also rebooked the first leg of my trip, even though it wasn't even changing, and the fare for that first leg had gone up.
Ingrid was angry. Flights aren't like trousers. You should be able to change one leg without changing the other.
Something I would expect a sock to understand.
When Ingrid asked for a refund, Virgin said it was a problem with
website functionality.
But they did also
Sincerely apologise for any inconvenience.
Great. And the refund?
I am unable to refund the fare difference at this time.
So no refund at that time. But the time we asked Virgin, they said,
We apologise and will provide a refund.
Virgin says what happened to Ingrid was an error, and we agree. But is it an error that's built into the Virgin system?
Yes.
no.
Get it together, brand sock.
Ingrid's not the only one who's had an issue like this. Paul also booked return flights with Virgin. He's represented by a Virgin sick bag tonight because he didn't want to appear on the show.
I was perfectly happy to appear.
Too late, Paul, sorry. Anyway, Paul here missed the first flight on his ticket. But when he turned up for the return flight,
Virgin had cancelled my booking because they said flights have to be taken in the order they appear on the ticket.
and indeed that's what the Virgin conditions of carriage say.
You must use flights in the sequence they appear on your ticket.
And you must commence your journey with the first coupon.
Yay!
Qantas says the same kind of thing. But that's not the impression the airline's booking systems give. Even when booking a return flight, as customers, we select the first flight from a range of different days, times and prices, and then the second. They look like two separate products that you just decide to buy in one transaction. Not a pair of purchases that are secretly Siamese twins. At least in Ingrid's case, Virgin admitted it was wrong. Eventually. They say it was an isolated incident. But we'd like to know if other people have experienced isolated incidents like it. Because we think you should probably get a refund too. So send an email to tipoff@thecheckout.tv. In the meantime, we're conducting our own very thorough research too by sending Ingrid the neck pillow on an all-expenses-paid return trip to Fiji with Virgin.
What? Oh.
And I won't stop resting until we get to the bottom of this. Next up, it's Jocelyn. Hi, Jocelyn.
Hi.
Jocelyn bought some outdoor wicker furniture from Harvey Norman, Warrawong. You know what? I'm just going to let Jocelyn do the talking.
In total, the furniture cost us around $6,500.
$6,500? That's more than this bottle of coconut water. I think. Yeah, but that's apparently the price you pay at Harvey Norman for...
Amazing garnered furniture.
That's...
weatherproof
and...
UV resistant.
And...
offers UV protection for an amazing finishing touch to your outdoor area.
But the only thing Jocelyn found amazing was that 4 years later...
When you touched the wicker, it actually turned to powder or broke apart under your fingers.
when you touch it, it's finished. That is amazing. Under the consumer law, goods have to be of acceptable quality, and that includes being reasonably durable. We think if you pay $6,500 for a lot of outdoor furniture, it's reasonable to expect it to last longer than 4 years. But Harvey Norman said it's Jocelyn's problem because
The furniture had been stored outside and was subjected to the elements.
you're not meant to put your outdoor furniture outdoors. Goods have to be fit for any disclosed purpose. And the purpose of outdoor furniture is kind of disclosed by definition. But Like a good furniture mum, Jocelyn kept her outdoor furniture undercover. An awning wasn't good enough for Harvey Norman though.
She then said, yes, but it doesn't have sides. And I said, do you mean like a room? And she said, yes.
When Jocelyn complained, Harvey Norman told Fair Trading,
Although the goods are designed for outdoor use, general care should be taken to avoid direct exposure of the elements.
and so, according to the Harvey Norman store,
We do not owe you a remedy under the Australian consumer law.
but we reckon under the consumer law, Jocelyn is now entitled to her money back, and not just...
A partial refund as a gesture of goodwill.
And as for Harvey Norman's argument that outdoor furniture should be kept in a room with 4 walls, that's not very durable either. Finally tonight, it's Joe. And it's not an FU, really. In fact, we just wanted to say thank you to Joe for his feedback via the Checkout Facebook page about Kirsten's piece on hotel booking sites. Remember this one?
You can always call the hotel directly before making a booking through an online comparison site. They can often get you a better deal.
Well, that's exactly what Joe did for a hotel in Bali.
We contacted the hotel direct and literally saved $800.
Well done, Joe. The Bintang singlets and Southern Cross tattoos are on us. I just hope you don't have to change your flight with Virgin. Well, thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.
Sorry, Alex, but that's actually a misrepresentation. Next Thursday, in the checkout time slot, instead of a show about products that aren't fit for purpose, ABC will be showing Opposition Leader Bill Shorten for 30 minutes. And since it seems that the Prime Minister, Malcolm Turnbull, will then seek a double dissolution, there's never been a better time for a Chaser election special. So tune in for the Chaser's Election Desk from Wednesday, 8 June, and the checkout will be back for a limited time only after the election.